What is up, everyone? Today we are reacting to, this is episode 6, episode 7, um, Doom Patrol. So, last time we ended a two-part arc about the end of the world, apocalypse from a giant eye in the sky. One of Jane's personalities, Dr. Harrison, created an anti-eye, what was it? The recreator versus the decreator, and they just blinked each other out of existence, so the world was saved. We had a pug who shot a laser beam to create the eye, and more magic, more cyborg, more Chief and Mr. Nobody. Um, he got captured again, and we are tasked now with finding the Doom Patrol, which apparently there's another version of the Doom Patrol that was here before these guys. Let's find out. Flashback. Is this the Rita episode finally?
That girl.
Blob him. Blob him. Yes! No, she's murdering him, but still.
I mean, just the way baby doll like. Does that mean you're still mad at me? Jay! Fuck!
He can't get the plate. And thanks to guys for telling me in the comments about Cyborg last episode. I didn't really understand it, but I got it now.
You gonna try and glue him back on?
Hey Siri, what's the Doom Patrol?
Will you please stop doing that?
Shit's busted right now, Jane. How come you're helping her with her thing and not mine?
Feel free to take it personally. And then they just
Early to late
dropped off the
50s.
scene.
Hey, you guys are...
She said bit.
Trust me when I tell you, ladies, you do not want to fuck with me. Remember, it's always better to subdue your opponent if you can.
You should be on the JLA watch list or something.
Well, the JLA doesn't tend to overlook the credible threats. If he mattered, they'd know him.
You don't care if
That
now
means there's a
lives or
Justice
dies,
League
do
and a
you?
JLA.
He's your friend.
We have been friends for ages.
This week's stupid criminal spotlight is on Steve Larson,
Hey!
also known as Animal Vegetable Mineral Man. He was attacked by his secondary dinosaur head during a robbery gone wrong. Let's take a look.
Yes.
Empty the register! Now! 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 God damn it! Stop all the fees! Stop the fee! Now!
God.
What a tit.
Larson was charged with armed robbery and a dinosaur with aiding and abetting.
What?
Eating and a biting.
When this was their headquarters,
It's the
it was
X-Men
Niles'
show.
idea to turn it into a school for metahumans. Secrets.
You said your name was Josh Clay. Have we met before?
Joshua Clay.
No, I don't believe so.
That
Were
does
you in the
sound
military?
familiar.
Briefly.
It does sound familiar.
So Niles kept
Josh
his
Clay.
shit tight, but he told you about me.
Yeah.
That's funny. Lieutenant Larry Trader, LTLT.
Only to your liver, which I pray dies a slow, mournful death.
I don't
What?
know why Mr. Nobody sent you.
What?
I'm sorry to hear about Niles, but
Just try to Dr. Harrison and use mind control on him.
But to be perfectly honest, I didn't want to come here.
Yeah, what is going
What was
on?
that? Did you see that?
Forgive the students. It's all my husband's fault, really. He encourages their harmless prankery.
I feel like they're in a simulation. This isn't actually the Doom, whatever, Academy.
It's
one way to take the edge off.
Calling it here.
They're the vet.
Is that the brain?
What is this horrid thing?
That belonged to Ultimax, leader of the Brotherhood of Evil. And unfortunately, the brain escaped, but he won't get up to much mischief without his home.
Things like this.
Okay. I thought this was present day. I'm like, come on, Rita. But no, this is still the flashback.
Hey, look, your Robo Boy Scout bugs the crap out of me. But even I gotta admit, what he did yesterday was noble as shit. He put his ass on the line to save Chief. Maybe you should give him a little credit instead of knocking him down all the time.
What the hell do you know about being a parent? Do you really have any idea what it's like to almost lose a child?
Yeah, I got some idea, you arrogant fuck knuckle. And I got regrets. What are you gonna have?
Nice. Nice, Cliff. Put him in his place. He said, I have a daughter.
It was a small set. The jukebox was equipped with a transform array that changed all the police officers into piñatas.
Oh my god.
The crazed crowds tore them to pieces, and then they ate the candy from the piñatas.
This show is
It was
fucking
the most
dark.
horrible thing that I'd ever seen. Yeah.
As the strongest member of the Doom Patrol, I led us into the fray. Rhea and Arani got into a spot almost
Great. That's
immediately.
the third one.
Luckily, I was there to save them and destroy Mr. Nobody in one fell swoop.
Mentor was
Except
so
you didn't.
frightened. Why don't you ask him yourself? Hello, darling. How was your day?
Is it simulation? Fuck. Leave, Larry. Leave.
I'm afraid
There it is.
it
God
was
killer.
only the first. Mary Beth?
I didn't say no. I was too scared to say anything at all. Don't! No, 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 no.
What the heck?
No, 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 no.
Okay, so it is Mento.
No, no, no.
I was gonna say, I think it's Mento making up this simulation, but it's an insane asylum.
No, thank God. We have to move. Mento's
not
having another break.
Miles.
Forget him.
I can't. I told you. Never
Who is
again.
he? Who is he? Why is his name so familiar? Yeah, Jane was gonna be admitted, so that's why they were expecting her.
Sweet, sweet, sweet baby. Please don't keep me waiting.
What's going on? Come on, Larry, do something.
Arani, I really think you need to have a talk with your students.
Oh man. So they are immortal.
Arani?
Come on, Sun Daddy, just burn it up. Katie, somebody. What do the puzzle pieces mean?
Sweet, sweet baby.
Who is that?
This is gonna be okay. We just happen to be in The Shining, which is fine.
I was gonna say, it's very
They've
shining
all
like
hidden
the
out,
hallways.
and so are we.
Captain Trainer, you and I know there is no getting out. Once a soldier, always a soldier. You. sir.
What the fuck? Freddy
You
Krueger.
get to make the world safe for democracy single-handedly. Well, almost single-handedly.
Okay, yes. Thank you.
Where is that bastard?
Yep. Hug. Hug him back. Hug him back. Silas, come on.
For the last 60 years, I decided that Rita Farr was someone who deserved to be punished. I haven't changed my mind about that. Rita Farr is empty and ugly and small. I don't want to be those things anymore. I don't want to be Rita Farr anymore. Without her, I don't know who I am. All I know is I don't want to end up like you.
What the hell is she doing with Bump? Bump, bump, bump,
Oh.
bump, 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 bump,
That's
bump,
the other
bump,
dude.
Bump, bump,
The guy hit with the champagne bottle. Okay, so, jeez, that was a sad episode, and I can see why the next episode is going to be called Therapy Patrol. There are some things they need to talk about, some of them with Niles, but some of them they just need to get off their chest with each other. Yeah, this was interesting. Very dark episode, like I said. It wasn't like gore and people dying and stuff. It was just like sad, like just depressing, like existentialism. Um, okay, so um, the only real things I have, Joshua Clay. His name's so fucking familiar, and when Jane said that too, I was like, yeah, why? I'll if it's okay. I'm I'm not gonna look it up. Um, if you guys in the comments think it's a spoiler, if I know, just tell me it's a spoiler in the comments. Um, but basically by that I mean if he's a Doom Patrol related character, um, just say so. But if he's like, because I'm trying to think of, because I don't know any Doom Patrol. Like the only Doom Patrol I know of is basically anything they've posted on the news part of Doom of the DC Universe app and the show. So I don't know why I would know his name. But yeah, okay. So if you guys think he's gonna be a part of the mythos of this show, like he's gonna be like an off character, kind of like animal vegetable, yeah, animal vegetable mineral, him. If he's gonna be like that, then just tell me, he's probably a spoiler character. Um, but if it's more like Wonder Woman's sword was in this episode, more like an Easter egg kind of thing, like, oh, there's, here's Swamp Thing or something. If it's more like that, please let me know because I love those Easter eggs. That's crazy. So, so many things. Just the fact that the Wonder Woman sword is in there, like, it could either mean that the show takes place in the DCEU along with Titans, but it can't. The problem is it can't because Titans set up the fact that Batman's had a Robin, and then that Batman knew Wonder Woman like 10 years ago, and they Wonder Girl's here. So there's too much history with that going on to be possible. The other thing is it could be the multiverse, in which case this is just one Earth of 52 or many. I haven't caught up with all of the Rebirth stuff, so I know at the end of Metal, Dark Knight's Metal, that something big happens and that maybe the multiverse is bigger now. But anyways, that could mean this is part of the multiverse, in which case the sword could look the same, but obviously events have transpired differently, which I think it's still cool. I think that would work better for this show and Titans if this is just one Earth of many. The timelines are a bit different, but some things are the same in that like physically, like basically it would mean since Wonder Woman's sword is here and in the DCEU, it basically kind of means that in the DCEU, there are these characters There are these actors portraying these characters. We just don't see them because they're in a different sort of time frame. Anyways, we're gonna leave existentialism aside for now. But yeah, Joshua Clay. That name sounds familiar. Um, we'll come back to it if it's important. Um, Rita stepping up. I really like that. I've been waiting for this Rita episode. I've been waiting for it, and it was here, and it was great. Um, you know, at the end, we saw her taking the pictures down, so I guess we're kind of getting to see her being more selfless, being more of a hero. She kept saying, Rita Farr was an actress. She's very self-centered, like very, she wants to be famous again. She wants to be loved again, and now she doesn't know who she wants to be. Um, so hopefully it's her taking those steps to be more of a hero. Similarly, we got Larry, kind of, he's becoming more and more okay with the negative energy inside of him. I didn't really get what was going on at the end. I guess that's what I was saying. It was cliffhangers. But yeah, because of double entendre with partner, his partner, the soul partner, and then there's his lover, John or whatever his name is. Um, so yeah, I think I'm ready for another Larry episode to delve into what the fuck's going on with him, see where his headspace is at. Um, uh, okay, let's just start with you. So Jane, uh, yeah, is that dealing? Okay, this is just going all in here. Was she abused as a child, and that was why something to do with the puzzle, like like a father figure, a stepfather figure had abused her, and that was what the hand was, and all that stuff. Is that what's going on, or is it something else? Um, I don't know. I just feel like the puzzle pieces. Again, that's another one of those things it feels familiar, but it shouldn't be because I don't know any Doom Patrol stuff. But anyways, we'll probably get into that. Don't tell me about that. We'll get to it when we get there. But it was just interesting to me. With Cyborg and sorry, Vic and Cliff, um, I didn't really see the parallels there until now. I mean, obviously the robot parallels, but the sort of father-son dynamic, it was really interesting. See parents and children dynamic going on with Silas and Cliff, and then just sort of the millennial kind of thing with Vic and his daughter. That was really nice. Some really nice points brought up there. And I'm glad that Silas is sort of accepting his son and being more open about it. Sorry, I just noticed the frame rates. Anyway, I sing a lot. Yeah, Cliff is doing great as well. And that rounds out our 5. And then lastly is Niles. We're getting more and more hints that he's not as sugar, spice, and everything nice. Obviously he set up this sort of asylum for the old Doom Patrol because they couldn't be controlled anymore, and then he was going to send Jane there if she didn't shape up, basically, which is scary and sad. So obviously the next time they meet him, we're gonna have some words. But yeah, interesting stuff out of this episode. Obviously leading into next episode with the therapy session that's promised to us. Yeah, and just another random note. I'm just so glad this show has so many episodes because I looked at it and I think it goes all the way up until like the end of May. So we still got another 2 months of show, at least 8 episodes. Yeah, I think that doesn't sound right unless they're skipping weeks. But yeah, it going up until May, and then I think it's Swamp Thing right afterwards. Swamp Thing and Young Justice are returning. Um, just awesome, awesome, awesome stuff. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you thought of this episode in the comments below. Anything I missed, anything, yeah, what are you guys hoping is going to happen next week or in the coming rest of the episodes? And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next